Hey developers, welcome to Devcovery. Today, we're bringing you the hottest open source projects trending on GitHub, so you don't miss any tech developments worth your attention.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into a trending project on GitHub, OpenLogi, a native, local-first alternative to Logitech Options Plus built entirely in Rust. It lets you remap buttons, adjust DPI, and control SmartShift directly over HID++, with no account and no telemetry required. The project just picked up over 700 stars today, proving developers are hungry for open-source tools that respect their privacy while keeping their hardware fully customizable. What if the software bundled with your mouse was quietly working against you? Every time you plug in a Logitech device and open its official app, you hand over an account sign-up. You hand over background data collection too. And if you're on Linux, you get no support at all. One Rust project just said no to all three. OpenLogi, built by AprilNEA, is a native alternative to Logitech's official Options Plus software, written entirely in Rust. It talks directly to Logitech mice, keyboards, and webcams to unlock button remapping, DPI control, and other advanced settings, all without requiring an account or sending telemetry data back to the company. The project has already gathered 16,427 stars on GitHub, with 705 added in a single day, alongside 451 forks. That's a strong signal this pain point is widely shared. Logitech's official Options Plus software has a reputation problem. It's heavy. It forces users to create an account just to remap a button. It quietly collects telemetry, and it simply doesn't run on Linux at all. For years, the alternative was a project called Solar, a respected but aging Python tool that only worked on Linux and required real technical comfort to configure. OpenLogi takes a different angle. Instead of patching around the official software's limitations, it rebuilds the entire experience from scratch in Rust. It treats Linux as a first-class platform rather than an afterthought, and it stores every setting in a single plain text file instead of a cloud account. Under the hood, OpenLogi runs on a client-server design. A background daemon called OpenLogi Agent acts as the server, handling every piece of direct hardware communication through Logitech's HID++ and UVC protocols, the low-level languages devices use to report battery levels, button presses, and camera settings. The graphical interface is a separate client built with a GPU-accelerated framework called GPUI that talks to the agent over inter-process communication, or IPC. This separation matters practically. Your remapped keys keep working even if you close the app window, because the daemon runs independently in the background. The hardest engineering problem here is keeping one codebase working identically across three very different operating systems. OpenLogi solves this by isolating platform-specific code into small modules that call native system libraries directly, Core Graphics on macOS, the User32 API on Windows, and X11 or Wayland on Linux, through a low-level bridging technique called Foreign Function Interface, or FFI. Everything else, from settings parsing to device state tracking, stays shared across all three. And choosing Rust for all of this isn't cosmetic either. It delivers near C++ performance along with memory safety, which is exactly why the agent can run continuously with minimal CPU and memory overhead. The clearest audience is Linux users with high-end Logitech mice like the MX Master series, who've never had a proper configuration tool at all. Privacy-conscious professionals who don't want a mouse driver phoning home fit squarely into this too. So do people who manage multiple machines and want their device settings tracked in Git, synced instantly, and restored with a single file? Getting started means downloading a signed installer for macOS or Windows, or a native package for Debian, Fedora, Arch, or NixOS. Just remember to quit Options Plus first, since only one program can talk to a receiver at a time. Reaction on Hacker News and Reddit has skewed strongly positive, with users praising the account-free, telemetry-free design, and the ability to version control a single settings file across machines. The main friction points raised are practical rather than philosophical. Incomplete support for some devices, a learning curve around the TOML config format, and the requirement to fully close Options Plus or Solar before OpenLogi can take over the connection. The bigger risk isn't adoption, its durability. OpenLogi depends on a reverse-engineered understanding of Logitech's proprietary protocol, and any firmware update could quietly break features overnight. Maintaining 3 operating systems at this depth of integration is expensive too, and the project currently leans on a small handful of contributors, a real risk if any of them step away. Compared with the older, Linux-only Solar project, OpenLogi is younger and admittedly still unstable, though its broader reach gives it more room to grow. OpenLogi won't matter to everyone, but for anyone who's ever been annoyed at logging into an account just to remap a mouse button, it's proof that respecting users and building something genuinely fast aren't mutually exclusive goals.
That's all for today's Devcovery. We hope these GitHub trending projects spark some inspiration for your development work. You can find all the repos mentioned in the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you tomorrow at the same time.